Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to what is today going to be us continuing on with must get boss drops, and this time we are on #2. There are a few member maps that will be appearing sadly, but there'll be a good mix as always of all sorts. But we do have to kick off with a legend only map, and that is going to be Join Brain. And you may be thinking to yourself, Goon, why on earth are you defeating this giant slime ball? Well, the reason we are doing that is because if you would like to defeat him and you can't actually access this map, then you can get yourself this beautiful peasant armor with a slime head. So, you know, I just thought that might appeal to some people. Join brightchaos is our next map, and we're going to go have a look at the blight drops in just a moment. There is a fairly decent merge shop here as well if you wanted to have a little look through there, and some of the items do relate to the boss drops that we'll be looking at. You will notice as we go through this video, we are in the B section at the minute, so there is an awful lot of bosses that we're going to look at in this series, and it could go on for some time. It is going to weigh out to the merge shop one we did a little while ago. Anyway, as you can see, the blight has got various drops available for free players. The sad thing here though is none of them are AC tagged. There are a couple member bits thrown in. The items are quite nice, which is the perk, but you just haven't got that unlimited storage with them. Now we're over to the Bone Terror, another one. You're probably thinking, why are we at the Bone Terror, which is battleundera for those wondering. It's because I do quite like some of the older weapons that drop from here. I just like the old school symbol ones, very much like this Soul Terror sword, where you just got a nice little trim to it, a cool design, and it's not anything overly extravagant. Just the kind of thing you'd expect to see off a Soul Taker or a Jack Sprat, you know, those kind of older bosses. Join battlewedding, and you are going to be looking for Brutal Corn. Once you get into your Act 2 area, you will find him, and he will drop you this seasonal surfboard. It's summer at the minute, so definitely worth picking that one up. Join Battledoom is up next, and sadly this is one of those Friday the 13th member only maps. There are a few different monsters here though that will drop you some pretty quirky looking items, including these veil bits and bobs. So there's like an armor and kind of more of a witchy vibe going on with that. One drop though I really like of this, and I'm not too sure why, is when we get down to Veil's Doom hood. I just kind of like the whole Doom hoods. They remind me of what I used to wear back in the day. Plenty of AC tagged bits and bobs. However, we're now going to swivel, and we're going to swivel towards house items, because again here if you fight Grimskull you can get yourself this blood fountain, and I thought many people may not know you can get yourself a blood fountain. So again, if you are a member, that could be something that you add to your house. And likewise, if you head through the map a little bit more and find yourself a Shadow Lion Fang, you can get yourself this pretty tormented Ultion statue which is bleeding out of its eyes, which is, you know, that's pretty horrific really, but you could include that in your house decoration. And then lastly, and certainly not least, you have Shadow Draconan right here, and that will give you a top hat if you would like it. Okay, Join Blackhorn is our next map, and yes, there is this old school tomb shop. Look at the old buttons. A variety of bits and bobs are available within the shop, so if you would like to have a look in here, a couple free player bits may be worth buying, although I probably wouldn't, to be honest. But the main reason we're here is to head down to the bottom of this map, because if you do head all the way down, you'll find yourself the Bone Feeder Spider, and the Bone Feeder Spider has got some drops here, would you believe. There is this armor. As you can see, the armor has this kind of quirky trim going on with it, which is free player. Sadly not AC tagged. In fact, the only thing AC tagged that's going to be dropping from here is a treasure chest, so you're probably not going to be after them, but there is quite a nice scythe if you are a member. First mate boss drops over at blackseakeep. The boss here will give you some pirate gear, and I know everyone loves pirate items, so what's not to like? It's not even taught like a pirate day, and if you really want to get yourself a new pirate set, this is where you could go along, and crucially, everything here is AC tagged. Next up is bloodwarvamp. At first I thought this was a seasonal map, but it turns out it's not. I joined it with my free player account, so that's brilliant. There's even more surfboards available from here, so if you would like to merge from surfboards, you certainly can. And then you have Constantin the boss, and Constantin the boss not only has this hairstyle you can get in a portrait, there is this Safira's tribute armor that drops, so that's really nice. And if you're a Safira fan, that could be something definitely worth going along and grabbing, especially as you can store it away in your bank if you'd like. Okay, next up we are heading to join Bludrut for the Mighty Hammer. It's not actually called the Mighty Hammer, and you're probably thinking, what on earth are you doing here with a big face palm? Well, the truth is that elemental rock hammer has a place of nostalgia in my head for some reason. I thought, you know what, we're just going to show it anyway. Grog Lair is the next boss we're going to be looking at. This is at Join Bludrut 4. Sadly, member-only map, but there are some quite nice items that you can pick up from here if you're someone who does happen to have a membership, including this Queen's Crown, and that could go very nicely with the set we showed you in the last video. And if you have not seen the last video, make sure you go check it out, because part 1 has got some absolute banging items. Our next location is going to be Join Bonebreak, and specifically collect Bonebreaker, just to show you what he drops. It's kind of like this orcish Legion-y vibe armor. I don't know why I got a Legion vibe off it. It just kind of reminded me that if the orcs were to try and make a Legion bit of gear, it would probably end up looking something like that in their knockoff forge. Anyway, crucially, that is a member-only map unless you buy the map. It's sort of like an Avenge Quest style DLC, if you like. Join boxes and the Sneeveltron. The Sneeveltron. Not only can you get the box locks nowadays, and of course the Grumpy Warhammer, that goes without saying, there are 3 rare drops currently dropping from this. It is the stickers, so if you're watching this video way in the future and the stickers are not dropping, they will have gone rare because they are rare tags. So go grab them before they disappear, and of course then you've got the other quirky bits that you can get with the Sneeveltron. Lastly, and certainly not least, is going to be Join Brainmeat, and if you defeat Brain Matter, there are loads of different armors and kind of house guests, etc. you're able to get dropping from this boss, so definitely worth checking out if you missed that event. It wasn't all that long ago, to be honest with you, and it's very simple to go along and join, so if there's anything you like previewing right here, you can go along there and pick it up. Anyway folks, as always, thank you very much for watching. Please do leave this video a like, and of course subscribe if you're new around here, and we'll be back for part 3 of this very soon. I have no idea how many parts this video series is going to have, but I can assure you there's going to be quite a few, because there's many bosses that we need to look at. And until next time, have a lovely day.